Hi people, welcome to my channel and welcome to yet another video in the Paper 1 series. I know that all of you are really worried about Paper 1. Why so? I know that you all have studied the Paper 2 topic in your bachelor's and in your master's, but Paper 1 is very new to you. There are people who are not so good with DI, mathematical reasoning, logical reasoning. There are people who are not so good with reading comprehension, people who have no awareness of people and environment. They are not so much connected with the general knowledge aspect. And all these people are really troubled and they have lost all hopes because they think that since they are weak in these areas, they can never qualify Paper 1. And if they cannot qualify Paper 1, that means they cannot qualify UGC NET. In this video, I am going to break that myth of yours and I am going to exactly tell you how by keeping these 10 tips in your mind, you can score more than 70% marks in Paper 1 even after not being good in the areas I just mentioned. So yes guys, there is a smart way to study for Paper 1 and with no preparation, you can still manage to get 70% above marks in Paper 1 if you can just devote somewhere around 3 hours for the next 10 days. That's it. When I qualified my NET, I was so much into Paper 2 that I hardly got 10 days to prepare for Paper 1, and just in 10 days, 1 day per unit, I made my own notes, I read them thoroughly, I practiced previous year paper and I qualified Paper 1 with a very good score. And I'm going to give you all that tips, all those tips which I had in my mind when I was preparing, the mistakes I did, and I'm going to tell you exactly the pattern by which you can qualify Paper 1. So if you're ready, take a pen and paper, write down these important points and start your Paper 1 preparation with full confidence. If you've seen my video in which I've discussed the approximate cutoff that is going to be there this time in different subjects in UGC NET, I have mentioned very clearly that for all popular subjects, the cutoff somewhere varies around 50 to 60% for NET. Now let's take the upper limit, that is 60%. So if you want to clear NET, your aim should be to get 60% in Paper 1 and 60% in Paper 2. Now the Paper 2 strategy would be different. We are not going to talk about that in this video. But my concern in this video is how you can get 60% in Paper 1 with least efforts. There's a very smart strategy. Now we all know that there are 10 units in Paper 1 and from each unit 5 questions are asked. Okay. Now there are 2 ways you can score 60%. Let's first calculate how many questions you need to answer correctly if you want to get 60% score in Paper 1. Total number of questions in Paper 1 are 50. Now out of 50 questions, if you score 30 questions correctly, you can easily score beyond 60%. Okay, now since we know 5 questions per unit is asked, you have 2 ways to achieve the 60% score. The first method is by working on your strength areas. Everyone is good in some of the units of Paper 1. Like I am good with teaching aptitude, communication, reading comprehension and research methodology. Maybe you are very good with practical knowledge, then you must be very good with mathematical reasoning, logical reasoning, data interpretation. So everyone is good in 5 or 6 units out of 10. Nobody is bad in all the 10 units because these are very general things. Okay, you have studied it during your school days, during your college days also, and chances are that you can answer them based on your common sense. Fine. So make a list of the strong areas. Now out of these 10 units, if 6 units are strong, then make sure that you attempt all questions of these 6 units and attempt them correctly. Make sure you get 5 on 5 for all the 6 units. That makes a very good score of 30. And in the units which you are not so good at or you are weak at, you can just try to do the guesswork and then that can help you score additional 3 or 4 questions correctly. This is the first method. Second method is to look at the previous year paper and figure out commonly asked questions. So we all know that from previous year the concept repeats. Okay, concepts are the same, questions are different. So if you can master some concepts of each of these units, you can easily answer 3 questions correctly. Out of 5 questions from every unit, they make sure that 2 to 3 questions are easy, 1 or 2 questions are difficult. So even if you're not so good with any of these units and you can just master the average difficult questions in these few days, you can actually get 3 questions corrected out of 5. That means that if you total 3 into 10 is 30 questions correctly in paper 1. So you see, if you use any of these 2 strategies, you can easily get 30 questions right. You don't need to get all the questions right. That is not going to help you anyway. If you can focus on getting 60% questions right and you can devote your energy in paper 2 preparation, together you can actually qualify NET. Another important tip that I would like to give you here is that please attempt all questions. Okay, you need to make sure that you attempt question whether you know the answer or you don't know the answer, because there is no negative marking. Why do you have to miss on marks that you can get on a good guesswork? So make sure you attempt all questions. Another important thing, please keep in mind when you're giving your online paper 1, that please save your answer. I have seen a lot of students who made mistake in the previous NET exam. They answered the question but they did not save it. They just clicked on mark for review, and when finally they clicked on save at the end of their exam, they saw that their answers were not mentioned. Why? Because the computer did not find the correct answer marked. It was just marked for review. Mark for review करके मत छोड़िएगा, मार्क करके उसे सेव एंड मार्क करिए, जिससे कंप्यूटर की मेमोरी में वो आंसर सेव हो जाए. Another important thing that you should remember while giving paper 1, that whenever you find a lengthy question on screen, skip that question for once. First solve all the simple questions. हमेशा lengthy question को last के लिए रखिए. समझिए हर question equal marks का है. Don't get attached to a question. आप अगर 1 मिनट में 3 क्वेश्चन कर सकते हैं तो क्यों आप 1 मिनट में 1 क्वेश्चन ही करते हैं? कोशिश करिए मैक्सिमम क्वेश्चंस कर पाए मिनिमम टाइम में. स्टार्ट करिए पेपर इस स्पीड में कि सबसे पहले फर्स्ट 30 मिनट्स में आप वो सारे क्वेश्चंस कर लें जो आपको आते हैं बहुत ईजिली. And also make sure कि आप 10 minutes दे for these 3 sections. DI, that is data interpretation, mathematical reasoning and logical reasoning. अगर आप इनके 5 questions कर रहे हैं, don't give more than 10 minutes per section. 5 questions आप आराम से 10 मिनट में कर सकते हैं. इससे ज़्यादा टाइम लग रहा है, skip कर दीजिए. Don't devote your time into solving a question and then losing time on not getting time to solve questions जो आपका आते थे. जो नहीं आते उन्हें बाद में करिए. एटलीस्ट पहले वो करिए जो आते थे. देर आर अ लॉट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स हु मेक दिस मिस्टेक. पहले वो क्वेश्चंस करते हैं जो नहीं आते. इसकी वजह से एक तो कॉन्फिडेंस गिर जाता है, एक क्लास में टाइम नहीं बचता, और जो क्वेश्चंस आते हैं उसे भी गलत सॉल्व कर देते हैं जस्ट बिकॉज टाइम नहीं है. सो डोंट मेक दैट मिस्टेक. सबसे पहले क्वेश्चन पेपर जब आप सॉल्व कर रहे हैं तो इजी क्वेश्चंस कर दीजिए. जो नहीं आते उनको बाद के लिए रखिए, और 10 मिनट से ज़्यादा इन 3 सेक्शंस में मत दीजिए. लास्ट मोमेंट में अगर पेपर 1 की प्रिपरेशन करना चाहते हैं तो प्लीज़ ट्रेडिशनल मेथड मत अप्लाई करिए. बुक्स पढ़ के अगर आप सोचेंगे कि मैं 250 पेजेस की बुक्स पढ़ के उसे याद रख पाऊँ, दैट वुड नॉट बी पॉसिबल. सो हमें करना है एक स्मार्ट स्ट्रैटेजी यूज़. और वो स्मार्ट स्ट्रैटेजी क्या है? हैंडी रेफरेंस नोट्स बनाइए. ये मेरे वो नोट्स हैं जो मैंने अपने पेपर 1 की तैयारी के टाइम पे बनाए थे, एंड इन लेस देन 10 days प्रिपरेशन आई qualified paper 1 as well as 2 and I got my NET certificate. So देखते हैं कैसे बनाए थे मैंने ये notes. If you look at these notes you will find कि मैंने एक टॉपिक को 2 पन्ने से ज़्यादा नहीं दिया है. अगर मैं एक टॉपिक अल्फ़ाबेट सीरीज को देख रही हूँ, so I have listed all the possible mistakes that I'm making and I've also listed a step by step method to solve this question. ये गलतियाँ बहुत स्टूडेंट्स करते हैं. वो पेपर सॉल्व करते हैं प्रिपरेशन के टाइम पे और उनकी गलतियों को इवैल्यूएट नहीं करते. आप जब तक अपनी गलतियों को इवैल्यूएट नहीं करेंगे, आप वही सेम गलतियां एग्जाम में दोहराएंगे. सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट आप जो भी गलतियां कर रहे हैं उसका एक नोट बनाइए. मेक श्योर यू राइट डाउन कि आपने क्या सिली मिस्टेक किया है. इफ़ यू लुक एट माई पेपर 1 कॉपी यू विल फाइंड आउट कि मैंने साइड में पॉइंटर्स लिखे हैं जहाँ मैं गलतियाँ कर रही हूँ, और जहाँ तक थ्योरेटिकल सब्जेक्ट्स के नोट्स हैं आई हैव मेड हैंडी नोट्स. एक पेज में मैंने वो सारे पॉइंट्स लिख लिए जो उस टॉपिक के लिए रेलिवेंट है. आई हैव नॉट रिटन पैराग्राफ्स, आई हैव जस्ट वर्कड विथ पॉइंटर्स. एंड ये सारे नोट्स मैंने प्रिपेयर करे हैं बाय लुकिंग एट द प्रीवियस ईयर पेपर्स एंड द क्वेश्चंस विच हैव बीन आस्क्ड. आई हैव ऑलवेज told my students that questions don't repeat from previous year, but concepts do repeat from previous year. If you can catch that concept, you can understand that concept in this exam. If a question is asked from the same concept, you can easily do it. So make sure you make a smart strategy in order to prepare for paper 1. Also, we are helping you with a video series in which I'm giving you all the possible tips and tricks which can help you qualify NET this time. If you have any other questions in mind, feel free to put that in the comment section below. Also, I would like to know from which part of the country you are so that we can develop a specific plan to target your needs. So put your city also in the comment section below. Also, I would like to tell you one very important thing, that we are running a very important paper 1 series. If you have not watched videos which we have posted till now, make sure you do it. Also subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any new update that we are going to give you in the next few days. Subscribe to all the other social media platforms as well to receive all these possible updates. That's it for this video lecture. We'll meet very soon in the next video lecture. Till the time we meet next, happy learning, keep loving literature, and stay tuned to arpitakarwa.com.